Hey everyone, welcome to episode one, where I review episode ones of shows across all types of streaming platforms. I'm Sergio Barrera. Thank you so much for joining me as I continue this journey. And I'm excited today to go back to the world of Netflix as we take a look at a show that was based on a 2019 film by Guy Ritchie. In 2019, 2020, right about there, he released a film called The Gentleman, starring Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Colin Farrell, Hugh Grant. And it was a typical Guy Ritchie gangster film that really was a fantastic, fantastic movie. Guy Ritchie, based on that film, created a series on Netflix that premiered this past year called The Gentleman. Same title and related to the movie. In the movie, we learned, or as the story is told, the cannabis industry in the UK, the illegal cannabis industry in the UK, is basically a system of various farms, underground cannabis farms that are operated within the properties of famous dukes and earls um, in the modern day. And this show on Netflix called The Gentleman explores that in a more detailed fashion and does so in a very intriguing way. I would consider it an action comedy series. It's a crime drama. It's dark comedy. And again, created by Guy Ritchie for Netflix. The series stars Theo James in the lead role as Eddie Horniman, who is the second in line to inherit his father's title and all that comes with it, including the property and such, his estate and so forth. The show begins in episode one with Eddie, who is an army officer, being called home due to the fact that his father, the Duke of Halstead, is basically on his deathbed. The Duke dies, and Eddie unexpectedly inherits everything instead of his older brother, Freddie. Freddie, right from the start, you can tell, is basically a ne'er-do-well. We discover he's in very heavy debt to some mobsters and owes a total of $8 million. And so the entire first episode deals not only with Eddie becoming the unexpected heir to the estate and to the titles that his father had, but also now in a position where he needs to do whatever he can to find and collect the money necessary to pay off his brother's debt in order to save his brother's life. It is also where we discover that as he prepares to sell his estate to drum up that money and help his brother out, we discover that there is a connection by the name of Susie Glass, who has been working with his father, again, in allowing the property to house an illegal cannabis operation, marijuana, um, for many, many years. And that operation has yielded quite a bit of money. And so Susie Glass cannot let Eddie Horniman sell the estate without it causing significant concern for her business. And so they come to an agreement that the estate will not be sold and that they'll find another way to figure out how to pay off Freddie's debt, how to collect the $8 million. Through a series of events, Susie is able to renegotiate the terms with the mobster Tommy, who holds Freddie's debt, and manages to be able to commit a quick payment of the debt such that Tommy is willing to have it and it be only $4 million. The caveat being that Freddie will need to humiliate himself by filming a video of him apologizing, but also dancing like a chicken and singing to the tune of Old MacDonald Had a Farm, his apology. Again, it's a comedy as much as it is a drama, as much as it is an action show of sorts. By the end of the episode, Eddie Horniman is able to raise the $4 million necessary. There's a very interesting sequence that deals with a his brother stealing a portion of the money that was going to be used to help him, and betting it on what was a deceptive bet that was never placed. And so there's a lot of back and forth as we head towards the end of the episode, knowing that Freddy's life is in the balance. And so there are some characters that are introduced that really, really add to the layers of this first episode and what will subsequently be the rest of the series. Giancarlo Esposito plays a role along with Vinnie Jones, and again, you get a flavor for these characters and what they may be about as the series continues. By the end of the episode, Tommy, the mobster, arrives at the estate to collect his money and to see to it that Freddy has his dance and song ready, his humiliating apology. And that's when things really go off the rails, because as Tommy continually provokes older brother Freddy, who through several sequences you see is not just in just a bad state of mind, he's also fueling himself with cocaine. The more abuse that he soaks in from Tommy, the more off the rails he gets. And just when everything seems like it's going to be okay and the mobster is going to be paid off and all is well, of course, it's a Guy Ritchie show, so it's not going to be. Freddy exits a bathroom where he's gone to take more cocaine and comes out, and instead of paying off the mobster and subjecting himself to the humiliating video that he was supposed to film as an apology, he ends up killing the mobster. And so, yeah, things are left after episode 1 in a place where you can't help but continue watching the show. Usually I, talk about the pros and cons of the show and then answer the question, would I continue this? Of course I would continue this series. It's a Guy Ritchie series. And I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan. And so this show really, really, really starts off fast and doesn't let up. And so I really, really recommend the show, The Gentleman, on Netflix. It really is a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to continuing the series myself. So there you go. I hope you'll check out The Gentleman. If you've already seen it, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're going to try it out as a result of this video, then please let me know in the comments as well. And then come back and tell me what you think about this show. All right. Well, there you go. That is my thoughts on the show, The Gentleman. And looking forward to see, what your thoughts are. Don't forget, you can click the subscribe button so you can see the other shows that I've produced for episode 1. And also don't forget to click that notification bell so you can see when episodes land as soon as they do. Until then, remember, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the support. And as always, don't forget, you're awesome. You're amazing. The world's a better place because you are in it. I'll see you next time on episode 1.